Okay, good morning. Welcome to Olathe Northwest High School. My name is Joe Gunderson. I'm the athletic director here, and it is my honor to get to host you all today. Before we get started, I want to give some thanks to our office staff who set everything up and really do all the legwork for this, and they are awesome. Amy, Renee, Gray, Barb, and Jennifer, thank you so much for all the hard work that you put in to make this day happen. We could clap for them. They're amazing. Today's a great day. It's our athletic signing for our 2021 grads. This is a day where you get to celebrate all the hard work that you put in through the years, right? All the practices, all the off-season conditioning, all the games, all the travel, all the things that you've put in to make this day happen come to fruition. Parents, you've done so much, right? You've washed the uniforms, you've taken them to practice, you've woken them up in the morning for that early morning workout or activity or sport. And athletes, you need to make sure that you understand how much your parents did to make this happen. So thank you, parents, and everyone, grandparents and friends who have helped and contributed along the way. Thank you. We can give them a hand too. I'm going to turn this over to our coaches in a second, but I just can't stress enough what an amazing accomplishment it is to get to sign a college letter of intent. The numbers are staggering. There aren't very many. This year we have 14 signing. We'll probably have a few more by the end of the year. But out of a building of almost 2,000, 1,800 and some, we have 14 athletes signing. That's a big deal, and congratulations to all of you athletes. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Rick Setter, and he's going to get this kicked off.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gunderson. First of all, I want to congratulate all the athletes here today. I just really quickly want to congratulate Adriana and Ella. I coached them in JV golf back when they were freshmen, and it's awesome to see them getting golf scholarships. I remember working with them at Smiley's as a JV golf coach, so congratulations to you two. I enjoyed coaching you guys. And I'm mostly here to talk about Zach Brink, who's going to Hutchinson Community College. There's a lot to say about Zach. It's unfortunate because I really, a lot of people are going to talk about awards and stats and stuff like that. Well, we didn't get to play last year. And so, I can't really do that, but I can say that Zach was going to be a starter for us last year at first base. And since his sophomore year, I was talking to another coach the other day, a couple of coaches actually, and I don't think in a long time I have seen somebody work as hard at becoming an athlete as Zach has done the last 2 years. What he has done, his hard work is from sophomore year to senior year. He has made a lot of strides, and I think Hutchinson's getting kind of a diamond in the rough for them. I think they're getting a really, really, really good player that a lot of colleges should have been looking at because of his work ethic and the way he has made himself into a very, very good athlete. He'll be a leader on our team. He's going to be on first base this year for us, and he'll also be a pitcher for us. He started off, in our few practices we've had, he started off just crushing the ball and doing a really, really good job. Zach's a great kid, gets good grades, does everything the right way. He's worked really hard throughout his career. I remember seeing him when he was a little guy. And he's now going to be a big part of Hutchinson. They really got a steal with him. So let's congratulate Zach Brink, signing with Hutchinson Community College. All right, I'm going to hand it on to Coach Stevens.
Hey, thanks for being here today. We really appreciate it, and the support we have for our athletes here is phenomenal. And to all these athletes that are getting to sign today, just really excited for you guys and taking that next step on the journey of your athletic prowess in whatever sport that may be. I'm here today to talk about Ben Gutekunst and his track and field ability. Ben came to me as a sophomore and kind of an untapped talent. We didn't know what we had. We were like, well, we can try him in many numerous different events and just kind of figure out where he's going to fit in best for us. And we kind of finally settled in on some sprints and some jump stuff for him. And he progressed really well as a sophomore, and we were super excited, obviously, to see what was going to happen his junior year, which again you'll probably hear a lot of, but was lost, didn't get that opportunity to compete. And so athletes kind of had a decision, during that long time off. What are you going to do? Right? Are you going to make yourself a better athlete, or are you going to kind of lay around and be lazy and play Xbox and do whatever? And Ben made the decision that he was going to get out and do something, and he made some serious sacrifices over the course of the last few months, getting up at what 5 o'clock, 4:30, maybe a little later. I don't know, maybe a little later, but super early at times to work out on a consistent basis and turn himself into a better athlete. And we've got to see some of the benefits just in the first week of practice, and the work ethic has just been phenomenal, and the strength gained and the explosion gained and the things like that, just because he was willing to put in the time and the effort to make himself better. I'm excited for him and the opportunity he's going to have at Baker University. Like I said, kind of untapped talent. We don't really know what's going to happen, but I'm super excited for when we come back from spring break and have the opportunity to watch Ben compete in some meets, and I think some eyes are going to be open just because of what I've seen and the explosiveness and things that he brings to the table. I think Baker's getting a great kid that's a hard worker and is going to do well in the classroom and is going to excel in the track and field arena as well. So super excited for you, Ben. Congratulations on signing with Baker University. So I'm going to pass this to Coach Sales in just a second, and she's going to talk about Logan Reed. So Logan Reed is a crossover athlete for us, a two-sporter. He is running cross-country or ran cross-country for us for the last several years, and he also is a track and field athlete that excels in both sports, and so he's going to get to go on and do that at the next level. And I just want to congratulate you, Logan. I've seen leaps and bounds. Coach Sales and I were laughing just last night about watching you run as a freshman and what you did and what you took to meets, and the effort you gave was awesome. It was just not knowing what to do or how to run races. And we finally got to the point where Logan could figure some things out, and I hope I'm not stealing what you're going to say. But he figured some things out and has really been just an awesome kid to work with. He wants to do well. He works hard. He's got that work ethic and training ability, and I'm super excited, Logan, to watch you run this year. And again, you're gonna turn some heads and open some eyes for some teams out there. So congratulations and good job. And here's Coach Sales.
Logan stepped into cross country as a sophomore. I did not get the privilege of having him as a freshman. I hope that I had talked him into running cross country after his freshman year of track. And he competed hard. He worked really hard. Was definitely not afraid to compete, but we had to learn how to race a 5K trail course, which is a lot different than laps on a track. And he figured it out, because as a junior, he became Sunflower League runner-up and broke our school record. He was 6th at regionals and then was the state runner-up as a junior, and again broke his own school record, which will now stand for a while. His school record is 15:58 for the 5K. He was named as a junior runner of the year by the Greater Kansas City Cross Country Coaches Association. As a senior, he went on to win our Battle of the Birds race that we put together this year with all of the Olathe schools. Won that by quite a bit, I would say. He was 6th in Sunflower League and 4th at regionals, and was 3rd at state this year, in a year that we were unpredictable week to week as to where we were going to race and who we were going to race against. So he managed to continue to stay focused and put it all together, and had some awesome racing this last season. Without racing at Rimrock this year, he was not able to contest his own school record, so that's why it will hold. But he was again named to the first team Greater Kansas City Cross Country Coaches Association. But honestly, I think University of Kansas is getting quite a diamond in the rough as well with Logan as he continues to figure out racing on the cross-country trails and out on the track. I think he's going to have tremendous growth, leaps and bounds, and I can't wait to see what he does on the track this spring too. So congratulations. And pass this over to Coach Graham.
Thank you, Coach Sales. First of all, I want to commend all of our student athletes on the signing today. Mr. Gunderson mentioned what an awesome accomplishment it is in a normal year, but in a year that we've had this past year, for these kids to be able to get to where they're at is a remarkable achievement, and I want to commend each and every one of you. So very well done. I have the privilege of introducing 4 outstanding soccer players for us for Olathe Northwest. And I'm going to talk about each one briefly, and then I'm going to kind of wrap it up. I don't do always real well in public speaking, so I have to write my stuff out. So I'm going to start with Ethan Moore. Ethan is attending William Jewell. He is a multi-year letter winner for our boys soccer program. He's played outside back for us, and this year was recognized as an honorable mention All-Sunflower League selection. He is an extremely coachable kid. He's worked hard over the last few years to continue to improve. He's not always the most vocal kid, which he and I have talked about on the field at times, but his positive example through his work rate and his dedication to his teammates is something that I have admired about him from the very beginning. I wish him absolutely all the best as he moves on to the next chapter of his academic and athletic career. Congratulations, Ethan, and good luck at William Jewell. Ashton Jones, signing at Johnson County Community College. Coming into her senior season, Ashton will have the opportunity to play at the varsity level for the first time, as she, along with a lot of our other spring athletes, lost last year due to COVID. She is an extremely competitive, driven, hardworking person and player who has dedicated herself both on and off the field to endeavors that are extremely important to her. She is a great teammate and is much more interested in the success of the team than she is in worried about personal accolades. I look forward to seeing her continue to grow as a player this spring and know that because of the character that she exhibits, she will be successful in whatever she puts her mind to. Congratulations, Ashton. Jenna Gitlin signing at Benedictine. Just like Ashton, Jenna lost her first varsity opportunity last year when we lost our spring season, but I know from talking with Jenna that she's worked incredibly hard since last spring to get herself ready for her senior season. She's extremely competitive, sometimes needing people to calm her down, even though that she has improved in that area since her freshman year quite a bit. And she is very driven to get better. She has always been an advocate for herself, continuing to ask questions of coaches and ways to improve her game. She has a great sense of humor, and she's a fantastic teammate. I look forward to the chance to see her hard work pay off this spring, and I wish her all the best moving forward at Benedictine. Congratulations, Jenna. And then Mia Barkume signing at Missouri Southern. Mia has been a member of our varsity girls soccer team since day one of her freshman year and has played all over the field for us during her time so far. She's a great example of a high school student athlete and has demonstrated an outstanding ability to balance being a really good student, being a member of our varsity dance team here at ONW, and a member of our varsity soccer team, while also playing club soccer the rest of the year. Mia secured a starting spot on our team part of the way through her sophomore year and was a big reason that our girls made it to the state Final Four for the first time in school history. She is never going to be the biggest kid on the field, but her competitiveness, her work ethic, and her fearlessness are what make her such an outstanding player. Congratulations, Mia. As coaches at ONW, all of us are fortunate to be able to work with the student athletes that we work with on a daily basis, and these 4 are examples of what any coach would want to have as part of their team. I'm extremely proud of each of them and know that each one will be successful because of who they are as a person. Thank you to each of you and your parents for your dedication to our program over the last 4 years. I wish you all the best. Thank you, guys.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the athletes today signing. I know it's a big day. It's something that all of you have worked toward for a very long time, and it's now time to take that step and move on to your next level, and that's something I know is a very special moment for all of you, so congratulations to every one of you here today. Softball, we are very blessed. We've got 3 seniors this year, and each one of them is here today signing. So that's amazing. That's awesome, and we're excited to have them. We have, first of all, we'll start off with Maddie Ellsworth. Maddie loves Northwest so much, she's going to continue on to a school called Northwest Kansas Technical College in Goodland, Kansas. Maddie is a pitcher, mainly a pitcher, excuse me. A pitcher. She does have versatility. Excuse me. She's joined here by her mom, Leslie, and her father, Nathan. She's also, her sister is over here. She's a freshman here today, or this year rather. So we're excited to have her on board as part of the team as well. So Maddie played with Lightning Strikes and the Rawlings Tigers. So in the club circuit. So that's good. She's an extremely competitive girl and has a lot of versatility as well. She can play first, second, shortstop, pretty much anywhere we put her. Let's see, what else? As a sophomore, she got a little bit of time, and as you know, sophomores sometimes get some time, sometimes they don't. But she got a little bit of time and ended up striking out. Had 8 strikeouts as a pitcher, so that was amazing. She has about a 3.4 GPA, and heading on to major in crime scene investigation. I was going to say criminal science. That's not right. Crime scene investigation, and so that'll be a very interesting career path for her. What else? Maddie is one of the few players, because of COVID last year. Obviously, we lost a season, so she's one of our few players that have varsity experience. Albeit a little bit. Last year was going to play a big part of the team, and then this year we look forward to her playing a big part as well. So Northwest is getting a excellent pitcher and player and person, and we're excited for her to move on and follow her career at Northwest Kansas Technical College. Congratulations, Maddie Ellsworth. Our next senior is Allie Kukowski. Allie is signing today with Highland Community College in Highland, Kansas. Go Scotties. And she, if you don't know much about Highland, they started the season ranked 6th in the nation. So there's no slouch of the college to attend. They are very good, very talented. They have been nationally ranked 10 years in a row this year. So she's joined today by her parents, Jana and Todd Kukowski. Her sister, Katie, was also a standout player here at Northwest and is currently in her super senior year at the little bonus year from COVID last year at Pittsburgh State. Her brother Josh also graduated from Pittsburgh State in 2019. Allie has a 3.8 GPA, plans to major in graphic design, and also she played summer ball with Team Kansas. Allie has been a 4-year starter. She comes to us with the most experience of any returning player that we have. So leadership is huge with Allie, and she's one of the things that she's done so far last year in the 10 days that we got, and then this year so far is to just open her arms and take in the younger girls, which we have a lot of them, and to welcome them to the program and to make them feel comfortable and understand that they are a part of the special things that are going to happen this year. So that's something that is invaluable. Allie was a honorable mention as a freshman in the all-conference, or all-league rather, and part of the 2018 state runner-up team. She finished 3rd on the team with a on-base percentage of .490. And in 2019, she was part of the state team that finished 5th. She hit .333 and second on the team in doubles. Allie is versatile. She's going to play third base for us this year, but she's played anywhere from first base to second base to third base as well. So versatility and leadership is kind of a theme with our girls, and we're super excited to have Allie as part of our team here this year and leading the team as we move forward. So congratulations, Highland, for getting a great player and a great person, and congratulations, Allie Kukowski. Next, we go to Maddie O'Farrell. Maddie is joined today by her father, Steve, and Maddie is going to sign with the University of Missouri S&T in Rolla, Missouri. Sorry. Maddie played with Team Kansas as well. She's joined today by Darren Taylor and Todd Diskin, so thank you guys for coming and supporting Maddie and all the work that you guys have done and helping her get to the next level. This is something I know that Maddie has dreamt of, just as all of our girls have, through growing up and her time as playing youth softball and everything. So it's a very special day to take that next step and move on to become a college athlete. Maddie, as a freshman, hit 7 home runs at the JV level, and as a sophomore, got in a few games and made the most of her opportunities when she was there. She recorded 5 hits in 3 games rather, good for a .625 batting average and a .727 on base percentage. Maddie's a multi-sport athlete. Played basketball for 3 years, tennis for a year, and bowling for a year. She's also involved in the engineering academy. The FTC team has a 3.8 GPA, plans on majoring in engineering and getting her master's in management. As you can tell by those numbers and comments, she's also a wonderful leader and outstanding at that, and taking in the younger girls and kind of being that gel to kind of help the team come together. So we're looking forward to having Maddie as part of our team this year, and so that's exciting. Maddie, one other thing about her is that this year we were short on catchers, and against maybe her better judgment, she's sacrificing for the team and going to take on a role as being a catcher, and we are super thankful for that, and she's done a great job so far, and so we're looking forward to great things out of her. Just excited for Maddie to have this opportunity to sign, and excited again for Maddie over here and Allie as well to move on to their college days. So congratulations, Maddie O'Farrell and Missouri S&T in Rolla.
All right. Girls golf has 2 seniors that are signing to continue their playing careers in college. We've got Ella McKee signing to Fort Hays State and Adriana Adams going to Kansas Westland. First off, congratulations, girls. That's awesome. I've really enjoyed my opportunity to coach these girls over the last 2 seasons. My first year here, I was the assistant, and I was just getting to know these girls. And then last year, I was head coach for my first year, and I really got to work with the varsity a little bit more. And it was really cool to just see their games develop over those 2 years and grow. And I really have enjoyed my time working with you girls. Coach Ketchum and I are both very proud of you for all your hard work, dedication to this program. And we're just really excited that you guys have the opportunity to continue your playing career in college. For those of you who didn't know, the girls took 3rd in state this last year, which is a huge accomplishment for us. And our seniors really did a great job all year of playing well and being leaders on the team, but they really stepped it up in postseason play. And we had a really good first round at state, and I think we were 1 shot out of 3rd and I think 5 shots out of 2nd, which was great. It kind of, not that it caught us off guard, but we were very excited after that first day. We were right in the mix, and I know that night at dinner, the girls were obviously in very good spirits. We all were, following that for a really good, solid round. But there was a lot of scoreboard scrolling, a lot of leaderboard watching going on. And Coach Ketchum and I kind of made note of that. And we were, that night after dinner, we kind of set the team down for a little bit of a meeting. And, basically I kind of told him, I was like, hey, like, second round starts, our focus has got to be on just putting together a good round. And we have to kind of put our blinders on and just play in our little bubble. And I challenged the girls, to do that. And obviously that's easier said than done sometimes, especially final round at state. But these two did just a remarkable job of doing that. And I know you guys didn't probably post your very best score in that final round at state. But I hope you guys realize just how important it was for you to fight and scrap for that round. We took third by 3 shots ahead of Blue Valley. And I'm sure, actually I watched, so I know there was a few shots that you two saved for our team just by being gritty and being determined. And that was awesome. So I hope you guys just realize how important that final round was for you just to scrap everything out of it. So as you continue on in your golf careers, I challenge you to keep that mindset and that attitude going. You're going to have rounds where things aren't going well, but keep fighting and scrapping for everything. Just go play golf in your own little bubble. If you're able to turn those bad days into okay days and those okay days into good days, you're going to have not only a successful golf career, but a successful career as a person and in life. So girls, thank you for all your hard work and your determination. Like I said, Coach Ketchum and I are very proud of you for everything. So we just want to wish you all the best going forward. Congratulations, girls.
Hi, my name is Coach Length, and I'm the volleyball coach here at Olathe Northwest. And the Ravens have a really strong tradition in volleyball. We've qualified for this state tournament 7 of the last 9 years. We finished in the top 4 all 7 of those years. And 4 times during those 7 years, we played in the state championship match, winning 2 state championships. We currently have 12 Ravens playing at the college level. And you have that kind of success over a period of time because you have great kids in your program and great players. And today it's my honor and privilege to be able to recognize 2 more Raven volleyball players that are going to go play at the next level. They both happen to have the name Courtney, so sometimes you might hear me say their last name with it, with their first name. But first we've got Courtney Beers. She's going to go play for Coach Jess at Kansas Wesleyan University in Salina, Kansas. Courtney has a 4.0 GPA and plans on studying accounting in college. Courtney played all 4 years in the program, and her junior and senior year, she earned varsity letter. I will say her sophomore year, she started on the JV team, and when the JV team season was over, the coaches were so impressed by her work ethic and her positive attitude that we pulled her up on varsity, and she finished out her sophomore year on a varsity team that finished 3rd at state. And then this past year, her senior year, she played on a team that finished 2nd at the state tournament. Courtney was named by PrepDig.com as one of the top seniors this past year, and she received the honor and selected by KVE as a first-team all-academic player. When you have kids in the program for a long time, it's hard to pick one memory because there's so many. I remember the first time I saw Courtney with her hair not braided or not in a ponytail, and I literally almost fell. If you haven't ever seen it, it almost goes down to her knees. In volleyball, girls have a way of celebrating after they make big plays. It's usually a flex or a pumping of their fist. Courtney always had a way of bobbing her head back and forth when she got a big block. But my favorite memory of Courtney was the sophomore year, because we were at the state tournament and we were playing in the consolation match. So it was a huge match. And one of our middles took a knee to the head, and she was on the ground, and I remember walking out onto the court, and I've never seen something like this, but in the middle of her forehead, literally, there was a bump forming the size of a golf ball. And as I was sitting there trying to console KP, the middle, and waiting for the trainer to come over, you literally saw this thing growing on her forehead. And I was obviously very concerned for KP. When the trainer came over and started talking with KP, they said that they needed to take her and put her through concussion protocol. So at that point, I felt KP was in good hands, and I was trying to decide what I was going to do. This was a consolation match, big match, a lot of pressure. And we had 3 middles on the varsity team that had played on the varsity team all year. One of them was KP, and she wasn't able to play right now. And the other 2 were already in the lineup. So I had a decision to make what I was going to do. My guess is most of the varsity players that were on the bench and didn't get a lot of playing time during the season really never thought about playing at the state tournament. And I'm pretty sure the JV kids that got pulled up never dreamed of playing in during the state tournament. As I was trying to think about what I was going to do and how I could fix our lineup, I remember walking over to the sideline. The assistant coach said, "What are we going to do?" And I was still going through different possibilities. And I wanted to make sure that the girls knew that I was still confident in them. And I had 2 options, and I remember going into the huddle and looking at, not saying anything, but just looking at the 2 players that I had an option of putting in, and one of them was Courtney. And the look on her face was not scared. It wasn't afraid. She had no idea she was going in. But at that moment, I was so confident that she could go out and perform that I looked at her and I said, if I put you in, Courtney, are you ready to go? And she smiled and said yes. And I put her into the game, and she played multiple rotations for us until KP was clear to come back and play. And kids growing up, teenagers, a lot of times don't have a lot of confidence, and it's something they earn. But I remember looking at her eyes and seeing this confidence that, yes, I'm going to be able to go in and play. And she went in and did a phenomenal job for us. And I know that courage and that confidence is going to make her successful in whatever she decides to do after she gets done with her college. Please join me in recognizing Courtney Beers as she commits to further her education and play volleyball at Kansas Wesleyan University. The next athlete I get to recognize is Courtney Jackson. Courtney's going to go play for Coach Watson at the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, Arkansas. She currently has a 3.9 GPA, and she's undecided, but she says she would thinking about nursing, but she has time to make that decision. Courtney is a 4-year varsity starter, not only played 4 years, but started varsity 4 years at Olathe Northwest. Her freshman year, she was the starting setter on the state championship team. And for those not familiar with volleyball, the setter is the equivalent of a quarterback. So you think about your favorite college team, what are you always concerned when you have a freshman quarterback? So we had a freshman quarterback our freshman year, and she led us to the state championship. Her sophomore year, she played on the team that finished 3rd at the state tournament. And then this past year, her senior year, she led a team that had basically 4 starters that were freshmen to the state championship match, and we darn near beat a team from Blue Valley West that was made up of almost all juniors and seniors. Her honors are long. I didn't list all of them, but I tried to catch some of the bigger ones. PrepVolleyball.com is the big volleyball website. She was on their phenom list all 4 years, recognizing the top players in each class. This past year, she made the AVCA All-American Watch List. She was selected to the Sunflower All-League team 4 years, twice on first team. And then she was selected to the KVA All-State team 3 times. This past year, she was first team All-State. With all the impressive athletes that we've had in volleyball, she joins a small group that was selected to the All-State team 3 of her 4 years. Again, having a kid in the program for 4 years, there's a lot of memories. I remember her leading us to the state championship and her celebrating after her freshman year. I think one of my favorite memories is this past year in the semifinals against Washburn Rural. She got the winning kill in the semifinal match that got us into the state championship match. But when I started thinking about my favorite memory, she had an older sister that played here, and during the club season, I try to go watch the volleyball players play club to show them support. I didn't have any high school. It was down at Bartle Hall. I didn't have any high school players playing during an hour slot. And I knew Courtney was playing on her club team, but I think she was only 12 at the time. She had come to a couple camps, so I knew she knew me. So I thought I'd go watch. I remember her dad was sitting on the baseline. I went on the sideline. And they came out and they were doing their warm-ups, and I think they had already finished their warm-ups. They're getting ready to do the lineup check, which, for those that don't know volleyball, they literally have to go through and check all the girls to make sure they're in the right spot and everything. It usually takes a couple minutes. And I was sitting on the sideline, and I remember Courtney looking over and then doing a double take, and I figured that she had seen me. And then she sat there for a good 10, 20 seconds, looked back again. Then she walked over to 2 of her teammates, and she whispered in their ear, and they both looked over. So then I knew it was very obvious that she had seen me. And then they blew the whistle to start the game, and she got down in her defensive position. And I'll never forget, she looked over, then looked over again, did a little smile, and waved. And I don't have kids of my own, but my friends that have kids always say that no matter how old their kid gets, they always remember them when they were little. And every time I look at Courtney and all the great memories that she's brought Olathe Northwest in volleyball, I always remember and see her as that little girl that shyly waved over at me and smiled when she was 12 years old. Please join me in recognizing Courtney Jackson as she commits to further her education and play volleyball at the University of Arkansas.
All right. Before we conclude, I do want to, I can't believe I forgot to thank these people, but we need to thank our coaches. They do an outstanding job here at Olathe Northwest. The time and effort that they put in, it's crazy. Thank you so much, guys. I'm very blessed to have such wonderful coaching staff. All right. We need to hurry because we have lunch in one of our gyms, and we have PE classes and all of those things. And at the same time, we want to make sure we get to celebrate this day correctly. But if we could really quickly get all the seniors lined up right here for a picture. If one parent wants to come and take that picture, that'd be great. We're then going to come back and you can take individual pictures at your table. Let's go ahead and do that real quickly if we could. Seniors, if you want to line up right here. probably do 2 lines. Why don't we go? There you go. Some others want to join them. Maybe one more right here. Okay. There you go. And then slide down that way. There you go. Everybody good there? Okay. All right. Now we've got about 10 minutes to take pictures at the tables. Once again, congratulations, families. What a wonderful day. Congratulations, students.